What's going on, man?
Nothing much, nothing much. Welcome to the Herfador. We gonna smoke, we gonna sip, we gonna fellowship, we gonna talk about a few little things.
Oh
So,
yeah.
go ahead and introduce yourself while I lay flame to this Emperor's Cut cigar right here.
Oh man, my name is Richard Hines, man. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm the owner of NOLA Cigar Crew. Founded in 2019. Started my Facebook group in 2019, and pretty much went from there. With the brand.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
What's your social media? Your Instagram, your Facebook?
The Facebook is NOLA Cigar Crew. The Instagram is, of course, NOLA Cigar Crew. The um, Our TikTok is NOLA Cigar Crew LLC, and we also have Twitter, which is NOLA Cigar Crew also.
Okay, okay. So, what made you decide to start the group?
I figured, man, I had been smoking for a while, and I was sitting around one day and just was thinking about it. I said, look, I may as well try to meet some new people that enjoy this lifestyle like us. And
Right, right.
that pretty much did it. I said the best way to do it at the time, of course, I'm a little older, so I wasn't into the other stuff. I didn't know about
Right,
I knew about
right.
Instagram and stuff like that, but I wasn't really into it. I was still a Facebook person. So
Uh huh.
I started the Facebook group first and actually got a lot of buzz from it. And when I went from there, a lot of people liked the name. Once we got the logo, they loved the logo. So I said, well, hey, maybe we have something here.
I like the logo, man.
I
You
appreciate
need
it.
to explain the logo. Explain the logo a little bit.
Well, what it is you know how we are about NOLA, right?
Uh huh.
So, and I actually designed the logo myself. I did the original logo, which is the one on the T-shirt. I did this one myself, but I had somebody else add some colors to it later on, which is the logo that's on the actual cigar. But I put some stuff together, and I felt that using the kind of old style letters would make you get that feel of New Orleans more. The
Right.
lettering in the logo, and of course, I had to incorporate the cigars with little flames coming from it, and that was it. I put it together for my first couple of ones. I did a logo before that one. Was a nice logo, but it just wasn't enough. So I decided to change it up a little bit, and that's when I came up with this one.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. So, how long have you been smoking cigars?
About 15 years now, man.
15
Yeah,
years.
about
What made you
15
get
years.
into them?
Well, when I was in college, a lot of my friends, I hate to say, I mean, they smoked marijuana. You know how that is. So, and I never was one that wanted to do that. So me and a couple of
Hmm.
other friends, we started smoking Black and Miles. Just to have something to do, hanging around campus and stuff like that. Until
Right.
one day, I met a guy that was smoking a cigar, and
Uh
the
huh.
smell, and I was like, damn, what, like I like the smell of that. And he was like, oh man, and he
Yeah.
gave me
Yeah.
one, but he explained to me, look, when you smoke it, take your time, and just gave me the idea of how to smoke it. And I smoked
Right.
one, and I mean, I've been doing it ever since, man. I've been smoking them ever since. So
It's something about that smell, man, that
yeah,
draw you
oh
in.
man,
You,
yeah,
you know, you know
every
it's a cigar smell.
yeah, every time it draw you in, dude. Every
So
time.
I hear you cutting something. What you got over there?
This right here is one of our personalized cigars from the
Hmm.
Big Chief collection. It's
Okay.
I mean, if you can get a good look at it,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah.
like a Maduro, and it has the Connecticut at the bottom with the kind of swirl
Hmm.
Maduro at the end of it. It's a really nice, smooth cigar. Nicaraguan blend. Uh, Not much to say about it. You just have to smoke it. And I have
Right.
a lot of friends that I
Right.
talk to that ask me, I say, look, just smoke it. Like just smoke it. And once they smoke it, they hook, man. They're hooked. They love it. So it's actually a big seller for us.
That's good. That's good. We gonna get into that in a little bit. Um, so
Okay.
what do you look for in a good cigar?
Um, Mainly a nice drag, good taste from it. I like to have something that's not gonna leave that continuous tasting in your mouth. So if I get something that's like that, I kind of like stray away from it. But if it's
Uh
something
huh.
that I can sit back and enjoy, uh, excuse me, sit back and enjoy and not feel like I'm rushing myself because I just want to get it over with. That's the
Right.
type of cigar that I like, and that's with my cigars. I make sure that I smoke each one first before I put them on the market.
You got to. You got
Yeah,
to. You don't
yeah,
want to put nothing out there and you don't like it.
no, exactly,
You got
exactly,
to. You got to.
exactly,
Yeah, you putting
exactly.
your name on it. You got to be able to put your
Right,
name on it. Stand behind it.
exactly, absolutely.
So why do you smoke cigars?
To me, it's it, it's kind of like hard to say because you have so many reasons why. If that makes
Mm.
sense. To me, I like because it's calming. I can sit down, maybe watch the football game, or just like sometimes I'll come outside. I'm on the deck right now, or I'll sit in the garage, and I'm to myself. I could forget about what went on during the day, or
Right.
how what
Right.
I had to do at work and stuff like that, and just let it mellow out for a little while with a nice drink.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
important thing to me about smoking cigars.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot. When I'm talking to people, I ask them the question why they smoke cigars. It's all you would think that it's a lot of different reasons,
Right,
but it's all the same reason. You
right,
know,
right.
like you would say, well, I don't smoke cigars because of the reason they smoke cigars. No, we all smoke them
We all
for
do.
a
Right.
majority of us smoke them for the same reason: the
Exactly.
relaxation, the meditation, and the
Right.
fellowship. That's
Right.
the reason that most of us know. You got some people that smoke it just to look like a boss, and they
Hey,
burning them up
well,
and don't
look,
know what they're doing.
look. I've had that conversation with Blunt, man. We've had that conversation so many times, man. I've had it with a lot of people, and I always try to tell people, look, do you, like it's fine, but at least learn. While
Right.
you're doing it, at least try to learn. Because I see a lot of people, man. I watch them cut the cigar and I watch them light it, and I'm
Cut
like,
it, cut it way
what?
down, right above the right above the ring.
And I say, look,
I done
the
seen
first thing in
that.
my mind, he just trying to look cool. They just trying
Yep.
to look cool.
Yep.
That's my thought process. But I try to be positive about things like that. Like even if I see somebody smoking and they don't look like they know what they're doing, like maybe they're just learning. You know?
Right. Right. Don't help them out a little bit.
Right, exactly.
Sometimes, because you got the ones that you try to help out, and they're like, I know what I'm doing. Okay,
Right.
okay. And you got this side all black, and the other side ain't even lit. Okay, you know what you're doing. Go ahead, do what you do. Oh man.
Exactly, man. You're right.
So being a black owned cigar brand, let's talk about the rise of black owned cigar brands because
Hmm.
um, I'm seeing a lot of them come about.
Right, right.
A lot of them. Cigar Runner Six, Hawk Sailor. Um, what is? Oh man, Don Cierto cigars. That's out here in
Hmm.
Houston. You got yours, NOLA Cigar Crew. It's. What do you think about the rise of the black-owned cigar labels?
I think it's a good thing. And reason why I say that is because this is like a society. So if we come together and work on these things together and come up with ideas, it helps everybody's brand. Because I tell people all the time, sometimes it seems like we're in competition. I'm not in competition with nobody. I like for everybody to eat. And that's what I always tell people. I'm like, if you don't see the major cigar companies going at battle saying, "Oh, my label look better than yours," or or I can throw this party better than you. We don't see that,
Right.
but amongst ourselves, we tend to see that. I get along with mostly all of the other cigar brands the people that I know, because
Mhm.
if you if you see my page, you see I support everybody. I
Right.
literally will
Right.
post their
Definitely.
stuff. I'll post them with their T-shirt, their cigar. I'll do all of that because I'm like, we have to try to come together and help each other out.
Yeah, man, and that's one of the reasons one of the reasons that I definitely want to have you on is because I see you supporting everybody.
Right,
You know,
right,
I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing for black and minority owned cigar brands to start growing because it was because we all have different tastes, you know,
right, right,
and when it's dominated by 5 or 6 labels, you know, and then you all start that like growing up, or when I first growing up in the cigar culture, let me say that everybody
right,
was
right, right,
was smoking Rocky Patels, and that's really
right,
all I knew about. So those were the first cigars I
right,
smoked because that's all I knew about was a Rocky Patel. That's all I heard. Rocky Patel, Rocky Patel,
and
Rocky Patel. Now
right, right,
I very rarely pick up a Rocky Patel because there are so many
right.
other cigars out there,
Other, exactly, exactly.
and not only that, you're getting like they're bringing you guys are bringing such a
Right,
different flavor, such a different flavor profile. It's great.
right,
I love
right.
to see it, and of
Yeah,
course, I
well,
love to see us doing good and growing.
right, exactly, exactly. And
You
that's the
know,
main thing with me. I love to see guys coming out, and like I said, I love to see them putting on parties, having festivals and different things like that. I just want it to be where we're not competing. Of course, you're going to
right?
compete because it's a business. But what I'm saying is like not, oh, I'm gonna get on and I'm gonna talk bad about your stuff, or I'm not gonna post your stuff because you're another black brand. I think we got to get out of that mindset.
Right, right.
I think we have to get
Because
out of that
it's so
mindset.
many people, and everybody's not going to only smoke one cigar.
Right,
You
exactly,
know, and
exactly,
if you only smoke this type of cigar, then are you really a cigar smoker?
exactly,
You know.
exactly,
So
exactly.
I think yeah, we just gotta all of the brands need to work together and just
hmm
continue to build the culture because that's exactly what it is. It's a
I
culture.
agree. I
You
agree.
know.
I agree. I look at a lot of guys like I talk to Antonio all the time with Soul Brothers. I support the shit out of him, and I got a T-shirt in
Right.
the house right now. I got some cigars. Me and him exchange shirts. Exchange cigars. I think that's the way that you have to do it. I think that that's the way that'll get people to understand that we're here to stay. Like
Yeah.
it's not a fly
Yeah.
by night thing. Because I heard somebody say on a show on a they were talking and they were like, "Well, you got so many brands out now, people just jumping out. They're not gonna last," stuff like that. And I'm like, well, if we continue with this mindset, it may not. You may have a few that make it, but some with that mindset that I got to be the best and that's it. I'm not worrying about nothing else. Then that could be a situation. And I'm
Right.
hoping
Right.
we don't end up like that.
I don't think that these black owned cigar brands are gonna just fall by the wayside because they're
I don't
making
either.
great cigars.
Right,
They're all
right.
making great cigars. Like this one that I'm smoking right now is black owned, this Emperor's Cut. One of my
Yeah, I've
favorite
heard of it.
cigars.
Uh-huh.
One
They
of my
post in our
favorite
group all
cigars.
the time. They post
Yeah,
in our group all the time. And guess what? I'm glad they do.
because they
Keep
support.
posting in that. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Keep
you
on,
got to.
Right.
Big Boy Cigars. They have great cigars. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and like the other ones that I mentioned, Cigar Runner Six and Hawk McSailor and Don Spierto. Uh, they're putting out their cigar smokers, so they're
Right.
putting out great quality cigars instead of just saying, well, people smoke cigars, let's jump in there. So it's not people just jumping in to jump on the bandwagon.
Right. Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it's people that love the cigar, they love the cigar culture, and they're in it for the right reasons. So I don't
Exactly.
think it's
I
gonna go
agree.
nowhere.
I
I don't
agree.
think they're going nowhere. You
I
know.
agree. I
Now,
mean, I'm
since we're
even
talking
seeing,
about
man,
cigar
people rush
culture,
anything. Uh-huh.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I agree with what you're saying because that's why I try to be strategic with every move I make. I don't rush anything that I'm doing. I take my time because I want to make sure when I do that presentation, when you guys see it, you're gonna be like, oh, I want that. Because that
Right, right.
presentation makes me want to at least try his stuff out, you know? But yeah, what you were saying, cigar
Exactly,
culture.
exactly. Yeah, so I think I was talking to matter of fact, I was talking to Blunt about this.
Uh-huh.
I think that the cigar culture is, this huge rise in it
Right,
is due to social media.
right.
Because you got people. I mean, you can see cigars all over the place. You
Mm-hmm.
can put your cigars out there like never before. I'm not saying it wasn't no cigar culture prior to the
Right,
rise of this social media, but I just think that once this social media kicked in, that shot it through the roof.
right. I agree. I agree. I think the culture is a good thing. I think that we're all pretty much on the same level as far as and I'm meaning like the experienced smokers. I think we're all on the
Right.
same level as far as being educated and 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 having the correct etiquette because I mean that's a lot of people that's a big thing,
Yeah.
and that's why I think the culture of it is doing good.
Yeah. Yeah. That etiquette is huge, man. Because you watch somebody light a cigar with a big lighter and people go through the roof.
Oh man, what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hey,
what are you doing? It's, hey, to each his own, I say. I mean, of course there are
right,
certain things that you should and shouldn't do. But if
right.
you enjoy your cigar with a big lighter, then
Hey,
enjoy your cigar with a big
whatever
lighter,
floats your boat. Just don't go in the wrong lounge because if you go in, they might run you out there.
Right, right, right. But we don't do that in here.
Right. Hey,
you
you,
know,
you gotta go get your
but,
torch, man.
yeah, get you or some matches, cedar
Right.
plank torch matches, anything but a big lighter.
I mean, it's
Anything but
funny,
a big
man.
lighter. But
It's funny,
I mean,
but I think just I tell everybody just educate yourself. I have a lot of people that call me, man, all the time. I mean, they won't say it, and I won't say it either. But I have a lot of people that call me, hey man, what you think about this? I'm thinking about getting this stick, or I'm looking in, and I'll give them a little advice on, look, you do this, you do that, or make sure you check this. So if you want to buy some cigars to sell, make sure you cut the first one open and make sure you don't have the trash in there.
right,
Just
right,
if you're
right, right.
trying to start your brand up or something like that. So I try to always give people advice, man.
Yeah, man. Who's that? Yeah, man. Carolina Blue Cigars. Yeah, that's how they light them at the factory. Hey, man, the way whatever they do at the factory is what they do at the factory, and I
Right,
ain't knocking that at
right,
all because they keep sending us these amazing sticks. So if they light it with two sticks over some
right,
kindling, keep doing
right,
that. However they
right.
do that, that's great.
That's them. That's them. We're not doing
and
it like
and
that.
they
No.
keep on giving us these great sticks, so they can do whatever they please in the factory.
Exactly. There you go. Right. Exactly. I got a guy in a factory in Dominican, man, and he's amazing. So, it just is like me with me, and like you said earlier, Rocket Patel was one of your top cigars in the beginning. Cohiba was one of my top cigars in the beginning. That's what I knew. That's what everybody had told me. That's what the
Right,
guy
right.
gave me a Cohiba. So that's
That's
all
what
I.
that was it too.
Right. That's all I knew. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep smoking this one. But then I started seeing other stuff and getting into other things, and I was like, oh, yeah, I like this, I like that. So it's just all about you finding out, your palate, what you want, what floats for you. What kind of drink you want to drink with this, what kind of, how you want to light it. Like it's just how you want to do it. It is what
Right,
it is.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
man.
what I
And
look at.
smoke your cigar the way you smoke, the way you like to enjoy your cigar. That's
Exactly.
that's the bottom line. You know.
Hmm.
So um, all right. So let's talk a little bit about the cigar side, the cigar business side of the NOLA Cigar Crew.
Hmm.
So what was it that made you decide to put out your own cigar?
I figured this. I was smoking a lot. I had some knowledge. I'm still learning. I mean, I think we all are still learning, but I had some good knowledge on cigars and stuff. So I figured, hey, why not
Right,
jump out and take
right.
that chance? I mean, that's what I tell a lot of people. I guys give me information, man. I'm thinking about starting this business. I said, why are you thinking about it? Just do it.
That
So
man, that's been a running theme in these shows, man. Why not? What you waiting on? Just do it.
right, yeah, just
Do it.
do it.
Do it right now. Start
Just
right
do
now
it.
and do it.
Right.
You
And I
know.
tell everybody, write it down. Hey, you want to do this? You got an idea for that? Write it down so you don't forget it. And just go do it. I mean, stop wasting time. It's
Right.
just that easy. So
Somebody else gonna do it if you don't.
exactly. And I saw the opportunity. I put some calls in. I found some people that could get my stuff ready for me, get it right, and I started rolling with it, man.
Yeah. So um do you come up with the blends?
Yeah, I talk to them, and with some of them I do, some of them I don't. But for the most part, I talk to them. I tell them, look, this is what I'm looking for this cigar, and this is the type of stock, because I have infused cigars also. So I
Hmm.
tried to be strategic with what type of cigars that I wanted to have infused, and which ones I
Okay.
didn't want to have infused and stuff like that. So I'm
Wow.
very
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I give a lot of insight into
The Dominican Republic. Oh man, what's going on?
it.
The Herfador that made it to the Dominican Republic.
Hey, that's what's up. Look, worldwide.
Worldwide. We on our way, man. We on our way. We are on our way. So let's get back to some more fun stuff, man. What are some of the most annoying things you've experienced in a cigar lounge?
In a lounge,
Hmm.
um, I could probably say maybe some of the conversation, because, like I said, I'm in my 40s, so I expect to have like an adult conversation, instead of having people saying, "Well, I don't like that person," or "I don't like that person," and let's just leave it alone and sit down and sit back and have a conversation. And
Hmm.
sometimes it just can't be that way. So that's kind of annoying. um like we said earlier, sometimes the way people cut and light the cigar, it's annoying to me, because I guess because I know that there's a certain way, and I want to go over and say, hey, do it, try this, or do it this way, but
Yeah.
you try not to get in people's business. So that's kind
Hmm.
of annoying too. But it's not to where I'm like pissed off. It's just like I want to go and tell them and help them out. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
I asked Blunt this question. That I think we had one of the same things that was the most annoying thing that when when you sitting down and somebody, can I
Oh
use your
yeah.
cutter?
Oh man, dude.
No, no, sir.
I
No,
had
sir. You
somebody
keep
do
all
that.
that COVID to
Dude,
yourself.
yeah, I had somebody do that and ask me, could they use my punch? I said, "Are you crazy?" I said, "Are you crazy?" I said, "No, man." And I stray away from the little punch, the little machine they have where you can in there where
Hmm.
you can just no, man. I'm not doing that. I gotta
Yeah,
bring my
no,
own stuff.
nah, yeah.
I gotta have
Because
my own stuff.
somebody done licked it and put it in there and cut it. Yeah,
Exactly,
nah.
exactly.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And
Got to
and
take mine with me.
I can tell you what really annoys me, to go to a cigar shop where they have a cigar that's not in the wrapper and somebody picks it up and do this
Oh
and
man,
sniff.
I
I'm
can't
like, you
stand that.
gotta be kidding me, dude. Like, really?
I can't stand that. Like you buying that, right?
Right.
What you
It's all
fighting over
bugs
there?
out here. Some bugs flying around. You gotta look, get him out the way. He trying to be live, man. He want to be on the
Yeah,
camera.
they trying to be on the live, man. They won't be at the Herfador.
Like I said,
Oh,
worldwide.
worldwide cross species. Oh,
But yeah, that's a
yeah,
good one
man.
too, man.
I don't like when you in the cigar lounge
Uh-huh.
and somebody fire up a cigarette.
Oh,
I don't like. I mean,
right.
you go smoke that outside.
Why you
I
smoking that
mean,
anyway? That why you smoking that?
you tainting all this good cigar smoke that's
Right,
in the
right.
air.
Like, look, like, why you smoking that anyway, man? Get away from me with that, man.
Just get a cigar. You in the cigar shop? Why you firing up a cigarette? Go get a cigar.
I mean, there's some stuff, man, that I just look at people sometime and I'm like, come on, get. It is what it is. I try, like I tell you, I try to be positive and let people do them.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah,
main thing right there.
yeah, man. You gotta leave them people alone.
Oh
Sometimes,
yeah, for sure.
sometimes. You know what? Go
Yeah,
ahead. You gotta let crazy people be crazy by themselves.
right. Exactly.
You can't,
Exactly.
you can't mess with crazy folks. You in a cigar lounge smoking a cigarette, you crazy.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
something ain't right up
Something
top.
not right. Right. You might go postal on me.
Right. So I'm just gonna shut up and let you do your thing, but I'm gonna be upset, but I'm gonna shut up.
Right. I'm gonna give you that look, like, but I'm gonna let you go ahead on and do you.
Yeah, yeah. So, in starting your company, what obstacles have you encountered?
Um, Nothing real serious. It was kind of like just because, like I told you, I kind of try to move slow with stuff, so I don't make a lot of mistakes,
Mhm.
or limit the ones, or at least if I do make one, I can fix it without something being out already. So
Right.
it was just trying to make sure that I had all my ducks in a row, pretty much. Now I'm
Okay.
learning more about the business side of it, as far as like making sure that had to make sure all paperwork was, straight and everything like that, and also branding the names of the different cigars and things like that to make sure that that's not a problem. So that's kind of obstacles, because it takes time to get all that stuff in. It takes time to fill out that paperwork and make sure that you have all that straightened out.
That's
Because you
cool,
have a
man.
lot of
Good.
people that'll try to start something, and they don't make sure that all that stuff, that paperwork and all that other stuff is together first. That you got to
Somebody
make sure
come and
that's on
snatch it
point.
from them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. You don't want to have NOLA Cigar Crew be all over the place, and then somebody just decide, you know what? He ain't got that name, so I'm gonna take
Exactly.
that from him.
There you go.
And now
Exactly.
you fighting, and now
And
you got to
prove it
pay all this money and fight and all
right
this shit.
to
So
prove
yeah.
that you was first. Exactly. And that's the
hmm
thing. Yeah. Yep.
So with the NOLA Cigar Crew, how many different cigars do you have?
Right now, as far as the NOLA Cigar Crew, the signature series, we have Maduro, which I have a few of them out here with me. This is, if you can see it, this is the Maduro. It's getting dark out here. This is the
Uh huh.
Maduro. We also have a Connecticut, which we call the Gold edition. And like I said, the infused collection that we have six different infused cigars.
Oh wow.
One is a rum. One is a Crown Black. One is a White Hennessy. We have a cognac. We have a Crown Apple, and we have a vanilla rum.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
and they're big sellers.
I don't know much about the infused cigars.
Right.
I don't know how they do it. I mean, but some of them are really good. I've
The
had a
feedback,
Maker's Mark infused, and that was
right?
good.
The feedback that I get from a lot of people is that they're not like most of the infused cigars that they get that are just the you get too much of the
Right, right.
infused portion of the cigar. So they kind of like the fact that they still get that cigar, but they also get that little taste involved with it. So that's a good thing. And I've got a lot of feedback from people with saying that.
That's good that you're getting the feedback and this good feedback. Yeah.
Right, right,
It's also good that you don't have the infused part overpowering the
right,
cigar flavor, because then
right.
you might as well just drink the drink at that point. You
Exactly,
know,
exactly,
don't make no
exactly.
sense to have a cigar.
Right, and that's what a lot of people say is not overpowering that smoke. That cigar, you still get that that cigar taste. So that's why they enjoy a lot of infused cigars that I have.
Yeah. Who is the NOLA Cigar Crew?
Like the people that are with us
Yeah.
in the Facebook group, we have a host of guys that I picked to be a part that are from either from New Orleans or close in the area. I have a guy that was my partner that I worked with in New Orleans, Augustus. You have Joe Robert. You have Blunt, of course. Blunt's with us now. Is for and Blunt's with the actual group, the cigar group on Facebook and
Hmm.
everything. And he's also with the festival. So he's a part of the planning committee for the festival. So we have a lot of people that's with us, man. I don't know if you ever she calls herself Renee Ha on online. I forgot Renee's real name because I'm always calling her. I'm always calling her. And you have Latasha. So we have a few people that's with us, man. And we also have Nicole. She's a part of the Facebook group and everything. I'm bringing on some brand ambassadors soon. I'm gonna start putting them out there. TK Crocker. She's from South Carolina. So we're trying to branch off, man. I have a friend that's a marketing genius, man. She she's in California right now. I'm about to send her some sticks out there. She's a part of the festival side of things. So we're just trying to grow and make things bigger.
That's good. Let's talk about that festival, man. Oh wait,
Hmm.
hold on. Yeah, we can do this. I'm about to pull Blunt in here. He done sent me an invitation. Since he part of the crew, let me see if he can jump on in. There we go.
What's up? What's up?
What's
What's
up,
up? Oh,
We
y'all
man?
can
got us
hear me?
masked up and everything. Masked up and everything.
Look, I'm not gonna be long. I'm at work, so my boy asked us to support him. So I finally got a minute to chill and sit back, chill right quick.
Right.
So I just wanted to hop on and support my fellas. Because I know if you remember during the interview we talked about, NOLA Cigar Crew. So I just want him to know he got backup. We rooting for him.
Appreciate it, man.
I want you to know we appreciate the platform, and we're gonna be doing big things together as a group, as collective people. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get back to work, but I just want them to know that I'm here since I'm at work. Smoke one for me, because I can't get to a
Hey, I'm
cigar
I
already
till
got
on
1 in
it.
the
another one.
morning.
I got another one. I like that one up in the minute.
Oh, you got that Persian key. That
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, Grand Habano. That's that Persian
Yeah.
key.
Oh
That
yeah. Oh
bad boy
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
Persian
yeah.
pretty.
Oh yeah.
He
yeah.
got
That's
that
my
nice
stuff.
mahogany look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's very boy. I look, I need to get his camera system because that cigar look is beautiful on that. But y'all, but y'all go back and handle y'all business. I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy, support the fellas, support both of you guys. So handle y'all business.
All
Appreciate
right,
you,
man.
brother.
Later.
All
All
right,
right.
later.
Later. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was about to say I don't know how to do it. So I don't know. He was just gonna be sitting like this.
Right. I
I
see.
don't know.
Just leave him right there.
He gonna have to.
He gonna be straight.
Yeah, he be all right. We be at work with him. He be all right.
Right. We gonna report his ass at work right now.
Right.
Nah, that's my boy though, man.
So
He's a good dude, man. He's a real good dude.
yeah, real good dude, real good dude. I
Uh-huh.
had him on a little while ago, man.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, so let's talk about the festival.
hmm
So tell me about this festival.
Well, we of course tonight was supposed to be the meet and greet, but of course with the new restrictions and everything down here, we had to postpone it. But everything is intact. Like we're ready. Like all we're doing is setting up the new dates with the venues and contacting the hotel to set up as a host hotel. After that, we're ready to go. That's pretty much it. And the we're gonna consist of we had a host that's well known down here, Rude Jude. I don't know if you ever heard of him before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah.
host. We have a known DJ down here that was gonna pretty much spin for the whole event. We have a local radio host that's actually on the board. He's involved.
Okay.
We're setting up live entertainment. At each event. We're partnered with Harley Davidson, which is real good. Cuban Creations, and we have another guy that's actually running for councilman here that owns a nice spot, and he's partnering with us also. So trust me, man, we know how to party in NOLA.
Oh yeah,
And
I
my
know.
my thing, right? My thing about the festival, the way that we're planning to do the festival is to have it not as traditional as other festivals, meaning NOLA's is a different animal. You see what I'm saying? So we want you
Oh
to
yeah,
be able to come down
I'm
here
from
and
there.
experience the entire city. Right, yeah, I know. And we want you to experience the entire city and not come and say, "Oh, I did the same thing." And I'm not saying not a knock on anybody that's had festivals. That's not what I'm saying. That's just our thought process that we want you to come here and say, "Okay, this day we did this, then this day we did that," and then you see what I'm saying. So each day is something
Yeah,
different
yeah.
because I know a lot of and it's not like I said, it's not a knock on the way anybody else does anything, but that's the way. That's just the way that your city works. Down
Right,
we do it different. You see what I'm saying? Like I can't see us coming. I can't see me hosting a festival and you coming down here and not experiencing the French Quarter. You
right,
see what I'm saying? Or not being able to have
right.
access to the French Quarter, or going to do something, and we know like stuff like golf, different things like that. That goes with smoking cigars. But how many
Right.
people want to come to New Orleans and play golf? You see what I'm saying? And you
I
say
don't know
so when you
none.
look at it. Exactly. Like that's like you don't think like that. People think I want to go in the French Quarter, I want to go do this, I want to go do that. So our access to all those areas are wide open for that festival where you're gonna have access to all of that. And what a lot of people didn't know, and I'm gonna throw it out there, when they the people that purchased, we had over 150 people that bought tickets, and that was pre-sales for the festival. But and they always refunded, after we postpone. But what a lot of people don't know is when you purchase tickets for the festival to come down, the fourth event is free
Hmm.
to everybody. So
Wow.
you're gonna have right, you're gonna have 3 days of events that you'll pay for, and the last party that night, that Saturday night, was gonna be free to everybody, and we're still gonna do that.
Man, that sounds like
How
a
many
good
people
festival, you
doing it
know.
like that? Right. So
I done been to, well, now two cigar festivals.
hmm
Um, and it's mostly, they got the meet and greet and then the festival. And they
right,
might have an after party somewhere.
right.
But you doing 3 days of stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. It's gonna
that's
something different
different.
every
That's
day.
different.
Yeah, something different every day. You're gonna be doing something different every day. And we're actually
That's
working now to incorporate some other things into the festival. Meaning, if you're not at a certain, like, let's say you come to you will have the comedy show that we're throwing. you have a comedy show, and then before the comedy show, when we want to have another group setting for everybody to go have fun. But I'm not gonna put it out there right now. But we're working on
Right,
that.
right. Yeah, yeah.
So
Don't
right,
throw everything out there. You got to leave some
right,
surprises. So when I
right.
come down, I'll be like,
That's
oh, I know about this.
right, right, exactly. So
I'm
that's
definitely
gonna be a
pulling
big
up to it.
surprise. Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. That sounds like 3 days of great fun and fellowship,
Exactly, and
and
that's the
and of
plan. I
course,
mean,
being in the city, great drinking as well. So
exactly. Right, exactly,
you got to drink.
exactly.
You got to.
You got to. A matter of fact, I forgot mine in the house, man. I got
See,
this.
see,
I
see.
forgot it in the house. I'm trying to rush to get on the computer. I mean, on the phone, and forgot it in there. I got this new. I don't know if you ever heard of the. It's I forgot the name of the company, but they make a pecan praline whiskey. Yeah, yeah, yes. And from what I'm
I
hearing, it's
don't know.
freaking amazing. They say it's good. So I haven't had it yet. I actually brought it yesterday.
Huh.
So
You all right then? I'm gonna have to look for it.
right, right.
Definitely, 'cause
So
I like a good praline.
right, and that was my reasoning for grabbing it because I'm like, hey, I love praline, so let me try this thing out.
Yeah. Right now, I'm sipping on this Noble Oak right here. You know,
Okay, all right.
I had never had
Nice,
it
nice.
before, but I seen on Instagram that every bottle plants a tree.
Right, right.
So I decided to grab it and see what it tastes like. It's really good. I like it. I like it. Bourbon whiskey finished with sherry oak stash. It's pretty good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna top my glass off a little bit right here. I can't believe you left it in the house.
Dude, I'm so you got me wanting to go in there and get it. I'm sitting here like thinking like I need to go and run in the house real quick. Bathroom break.
Man,
Go run and
if you
grab it
want to
real
go
quick.
run and get it, go ahead.
I'm gonna go run and grab it real
I
quick, man. Shoot. You got me thinking
go
like
ahead, go
crazy
ahead.
right now. I'll be right back. All right.
So, anybody on there got any questions for NOLA Cigar Crew? You can either put them in the comments or you can hit that little question button to the bottom right. It'll be a lot easier for me to see them then, so we can make sure we ask them. I do while we waiting. Um, I do want to say that I appreciate everybody for watching and spending some time with us. That's a loud ice machine. Again, I'm smoking the Emperor's Cut, Natural Pleasure, one of my favorite cigars.
All right, I'm back, man.
You back? All right.
Let me know if you guys can see the bottle. This is the bag it comes in, and it's Select Club. This is the bottle.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Pecan
So,
praline. All right.
yep. So I'm listening to you, brother.
All right. So while you're opening that, I'm gonna ask you a real good question here. What are two
Yeah.
of your most important principles?
Uh, I would probably say, and you mean in a person or just period?
Period. It could be personal. It could be business. Just whatever.
I say loyalty. I like to people to be loyal and for people to be honest.
Hmm.
That's that I'm real big on that because I'm a very blunt, honest person, and that's why I like to have people around me that kind of can, tell me, hey, because I'm straight up with people. I like to tell you, straight up. I'm not the type of person that's gonna talk behind your back or anything like that. Anything that I can say to anyone else, I can say to you, and I like for people to be that way with me. If I'm doing something and you like, hey, Rich man, what? you know, hey, you might want to take that down, or you might want to, watch out for that.
Right.
I'm fine with that because you're being real with me, And we have a lot of people nowadays that say that they're real and they're really not real.
Definitely not.
And
The
and
fake
guess
are
what?
definitely masquerading as real.
Right. And guess what? You learn it in this business right here. You definitely learn it in this business that we got a lot of people that's talking real and they really not real, man. I mean, it's sad to say, but it's true.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of people out there.
Ooh, hey, bro,
That's what I
I'm
was
gonna get
waiting
you a
on.
bottle and send it to you, man. Dude, oh man, hey, I'm gonna get you a bottle and send it to you,
He said, "Whoo."
dude. Oh man, it's good. Oh my goodness, dude, it tastes like like I said. I don't forgot what we talking about now. It is good as shit.
He said, "Woo." I was
Man,
waiting on you to take a sip to see what you said.
dude, what the youngsters say is the truth.
Yeah, it's the my I got a niece. She asked me if something was bussing. So I guess that's what they say now is bussing.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
I can't keep up with it. I got a 16-year-old bro. And he says stuff. I just look at him like he crazy, man.
I was
I just
lost.
look at
I
him
said
like he
okay.
crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. But
So man, do you have any advice for anyone starting or thinking about starting a business?
make sure that you draw the plan. Whatever ideas you have, write them down. Bring that stuff together and start educating yourself on what's needed to start this particular business. Once you do that, then you look in, especially if it's retail stuff, you look into merchandise, you look into where you can find your particular your particular item at a good cost and good quality. Because I know a lot of people, oh, I got this stuff cheap. I'm gonna sell it, but is it good? Is it a good quality thing? Is it gonna make
Right,
somebody want to
right,
come back more? And presentation is humongous. I told you earlier, I can sit here and show somebody something, and they'll want it just because they like that presentation that I gave them. So
right. Yeah, presentation is huge on different things,
huge,
on
huge.
everything really, on everything.
Right, right.
And like you said, you got to make sure that you got quality over anything else. Because if
Quantity.
you ain't got
Right.
quality, yeah, I might buy the shirt, but I'll probably never come back and buy another one. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
You don't want that to be the thing that people talk. Oh yeah, I bought a shirt from him. When that thing, I washed it
Right.
and all the stuff came off and it shrunk.
Exactly.
I'll never go back.
Exactly.
You don't want that kind of publicity out
Yep.
there. All
You're right.
publicity ain't good publicity. I don't care
Not at
what
all.
nobody
Not at
say.
all.
You know, all publicity ain't good publicity.
And
You
I
know,
make my own
especially when
shirts.
it comes to this.
I
You
make my
make them
own shirts.
yourself.
Yes, I make these myself. And
Hmm.
if my wife was here, she would tell you, she'd say, if I'm literally sitting there on one shirt, like, okay, I got to make sure I got it lined up right, everything, because I'm just meticulous about things like that. Because, like I said, I know I want a good product, so I want to put a good product out there. Like you look at this
Right,
shirt right
right.
here. This is one of the first shirts I ever made over 3 years ago.
And it still look
And
like
not a
you
peel,
just
right?
made it.
Not a peel or nothing
Yeah.
on it. So I try to make sure that I had this stuff coming out good.
I mean, you got to, like we said, quality is of the utmost, as well as um, presentation. It's
Right,
just
right,
it can be decent, but if it don't look good, people really some people might buy depending on your word, but for the
right.
most part, people ain't going.
Hmm.
People ain't gonna mess with it.
No, you're right. You're right.
So
Definitely.
what's next for NOLA Cigar Crew?
Uh, putting out the new dates for the festival. Um, right now I'm working on and I have the Big Chief collection, so I'm lining up all of my cigars for that. So they'll be coming out in boxes. and everything pretty soon, just like the signature series. And basically, I always tell people I love being a black owned, excuse me, a black owned business, but I also want to be looked at as one of the top cigar business. Period. That's my
Right,
game plan.
right.
You know, like I mean, I'm not big on. I love the accolades that people get, and being on different lists. And I'm not right now at this building this brand and putting it and getting into a situation where people are running over to get these cigars. That's the
Yeah,
main plan right now.
yeah,
That's the main
yeah.
thing right now.
You got to have. So
But
where can people get your cigars? Where can they get them?
they can go online at www.nolacigarcrew.com. You can also, I'm very easy to get in touch with. You can contact me on Instagram, Facebook, um, Twitter, whichever media outlet that I have. You can contact me on there. You can also call me. My number is listed on the my number is listed on the website. You can contact me there. You can email me, whichever way you want to get in touch with me, and let me know that you want some sticks, and I'll go through everything that I have, and you can either order with me or you can order on the website, however way you want, whichever way you want to do it.
That's what's up. So
And
one
we even
more
have the
time, what's
merchandise
the
on the website.
the shirts and everything on there too?
All that's on there also, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
So one more time, what's your social media handles, your name, your website, the name of your company, all that good stuff.
NOLA CEO. You can contact us at www.nolacigacrew.com. Phone number is 504-919-1554. We're on Facebook at NOLA Cigar Crew. We're on Instagram at NOLA Cigar Crew. We're on TikTok at NOLA Cigar Crew LLC. And we're on Twitter also at NOLA Cigar Crew. And you can get us you can email us at nolacigarcrew@yahoo.com.
That's what's up. That is what's up. All of that good stuff. Get on there.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna order me some. Um, I definitely want to try them out, see
appreciate
what you
it.
got. Because Blunt
Right,
was telling me they good, so I'm gonna check them out.
right.
You telling me they good, I'm gonna check them out. So
Well, you
definitely
ever
gonna
heard
get
of
on
Titan
there.
Cigars?
Titan cigar? I have
Yeah,
not.
they have a YouTube page. They actually did a good review on the cigars, and they said they enjoyed them. So and it's like a big YouTube
Cool,
page.
cool.
Brother Stogie. I don't know if you ever heard of Brother Stogie. He's actually
Yeah.
on that show. Yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
he had him, and as a matter of fact, I sent him excuse me, I sent him like 5 or 6 cigars, and him and his wife actually did their own little, live smoking the cigars,
Yeah.
and they both enjoyed them. So, and that's from the signature series. They enjoyed it. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna order me something to try them out and see what they like. And
Right,
that
right.
that that pecan praline whiskey.
Man, this is good, man. Look, this bottle, and I don't drink a lot, but this bottle gonna be gone. Yeah, I'm coming. This bottle's gonna be gone. That's my 7-year-old. He trying to go live too.
Everybody trying to go live.
I got the bug by me and everything, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate the platform, man. I think it's a good thing that you're doing. Getting a lot of stuff out there. Um, I talked to Blunt Matt when he told me he had hooked up with you. And that's what prompted me to send you a message and talk to you about it. We were trying to get the whole crew on, but a lot of them had other obligations.
Right, right.
Like work and stuff like. That's why I couldn't
Yeah,
jump on
yeah,
when he was on because I was at work. So
yeah.
it's
We
tough,
all
man.
gotta work. Yeah,
Yep,
we can do it. We
and
can
that's
do
why.
it, man. We can do it.
Yeah,
Even if we got to do a Zoom, we can get the whole crew on and just we can
right,
pre-record it. We can do
right,
it. We
right.
definitely can work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But I really appreciate you accepting the request.
No
I really
problem, man.
appreciate you being on here. I appreciate the NOLA Cigar Crew. I appreciate the NOLA Cigar Festival. All of that, man. 'Cause that's something big. That's something that I haven't seen before. You know,
Right, right.
a
Exactly.
cigar festival in New Orleans.
Right, right. And that was the idea. We actually were planning it for July of 2020,
Hmm.
but COVID hit, and we had to. I mean, we had to stop it then, and then we came back for this year, and now we had COVID hit us again. So I'm hoping, this next time around we won't have any problems with the COVID stuff, and we'll be able to actually do it. Because you know how they are in the city, man. Once Jack
Yeah.
stuff like that drop out, they calling everybody. Hey, what y'all gonna do? I think y'all need to drop
Right.
out because so it's like you can't beat the masses. Like
Right.
we
Right.
we we're small, so we can't go up against them. And they're calling the businesses, hey, you can't have this amount of people. They gotta do this, they gotta do that. I mean, I'm not gonna have somebody travel all the way here to a festival and then find out you can't get in the place. That my name is on this, so that looks
Right.
bad on me. So I want to make sure that I wanted to make sure that I protect the people that were coming down here, our fan base that was actually coming here for this
Right.
festival, and not have them come for no reason. That I wouldn't like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That would have. You had a lot of. You'd have been like Ja Rule Fire Festival.
exactly, right,
It'd have been lighting
exactly.
your ass up for
Right,
years to come.
exactly. So it made sense, man, and just go it on and just say, okay, we're gonna cut it, and then we'll postpone it, to another time, and that was pretty much it. If you don't mind, I want to shout out.
Do your thing.
I want to shout out TK. Black Cigar Magazine. That's a real good thing, man. I talked to him a few times. Real good dude. Real educated with the cigar lifestyle. So I want to shout him out. That's a good thing, man. Really appreciate that because that's a platform. That's
Right.
a platform we
Right.
don't have. So that's a real good thing.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna remember everybody, but all of the black cigar owned companies, man, I appreciate what y'all do, and I want y'all to continue to work hard. And let's just all try to come together, and try to do something big.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe these smaller boutique companies are going to
Right,
be the big companies, and the bigger companies are going to not fizzle out, but they're gonna, it's gonna even out. With
right,
the
right.
boutique companies are going to be just as big as, say,
That's
a
what I.
Podermo. You know what I mean? So
Yep,
I see that coming, and it's coming
me
fast,
too.
man.
Me too.
Like I said,
Yeah,
I had never seen a cigar festival before, and I know I've been to two, and then there's yours. That's three. There was one in
right,
Atlanta, I believe, last week.
right,
Um,
right.
so I mean, they popping up all over the place.
Yep. And
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 that's a
and it's
great
it's it's
thing.
a good thing. Yeah. And look, I support everybody. I mean I want to see everybody do their thing. Like I don't know if you ever saw some of the stuff that we do, like shout out Saturdays, Brother of the Leaf Mondays, Woman Crush
Uh,
Wednesdays, different
on your
things like
page,
that.
yeah.
I try to do that for platforms for people to, get their stuff. And I've like literally done a lot of stuff for some people. And I mean, some people turn their back on you even when you do stuff for them, but it is what it is. But I mean,
Yeah,
and guess what? I still support 'em. At the end of the day, I'm trying to be positive in this game here. So
exactly, exactly.
it is what
Yeah,
it
man.
is,
You gotta
But
stay positive. You gotta stay
right.
positive. Oh, we
Hmm.
got one Queen City Cigar Fest in Charlotte, North Carolina. When is that? T Crocker, when is that?
That's my girl. That's my homie right there. She's actually gonna be a brand ambassador with NOLA Cigar Crew. They
Okay,
had they
cool,
had one
cool.
they had one last year.
Uh-huh.
No, this year. I'm sorry, and it was nice. I couldn't make it because I had to work, but um I went online and watched as much stuff they had going on out there. I mean, it was a nice, real nice setup, man. I know some people that went out there and they told me they enjoyed themselves. So
Man,
yeah,
I might have to pull up to the next one. I might have
right,
to. I like cigar festivals, man. It's
yeah,
you get
yeah,
to see you meet people and so many
yeah,
people. Like the cigar culture is not just let me see May of next year. All right, for sure. I'm gonna do my best to pull up May of next year. I'm gonna follow you so I can see all of the information. But like if we went to the last two that I went to, you see all different types of things. So you got so many people
right,
with
right.
cigar cases, and they had cigar cases just for women. I can't believe I forgot the name, but I forgot the name of them. I can't believe that. Her cigar case or something like that. Then they got the
Hmm.
cigar, the picks, for nubbing. They got
Right.
uh,
Hmm.
it's so many different things. The candles.
Yeah,
Candles.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
me and my wife, we bought a candle at the Black Cigar Festival here in Houston. There's another young lady, Sarah Bella candles. Those candles are, great for man caves and just great
Right.
candles. It's so many different things that are also, so many different people that are also able to profit off of, not profit off of,
Right.
but get immersed in the cigar culture
Hmm.
outside of um, just cigars, and I love
Right.
that. And the festivals are great for that, and I love that.
Right. And I'm
I
not sure
want
if
to
you
see
ever
more.
heard of smoking mirror cigars out of
Mm-mm.
DC. Well, this guy, Dave and his wife, they have she actually makes like I not made me think about it when you were talking about the things they have for women. She actually makes these designer picks and the designer cigar plugs that when I tell you, dude, crushed out diamond looking, you got to check them out, man. If you get a chance, look at the page and you'll be able to, and they have some really nice cigars. I had
Yeah,
he came down about a year ago and they all came down to visit and we hung out. Man, I'm telling you, dude, have some nice cigars. Nice cigars.
yeah, man.
Nice cigars. So
I
when you get
love
a
all
chance,
of the
check them
stuff.
out.
They say smoking lashes makes persons out of cigar boxes. That's interesting. That is
Yeah, that is
interesting.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look
Hmm.
that up.
That is interesting. I mean,
That is
it's so
very
many
interesting.
there's so many different things that you can get out of actually, smoking cigars and actually being a part of the lifestyle and
Right.
so many different businesses that people can start up just by,
Yeah.
by being involved in meeting different people. Because you may not be a cigar smoker, but like you said, she makes purses out of cigar butts. She may not be a smoker, but guess what? I'm gonna make some money off of this idea that I have by just being around certain people
Exactly.
that do this. Or if she does smoke,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
being involved in that lifestyle, now I got a new trait. So
Yeah,
that's
man.
that's a good
It's
one.
like, and I mean, one of my good friends, ChevalierLife.com. He makes personalized cigar humidors, like whatever you want on top. He can personalize that. He
Wow.
got, man. Matter of fact, I got this lighter from him. I got an ashtray from him. He makes shirts. It's so many different things, and I love to see
Yeah. Yeah.
all of these
Yeah.
things growing
Definitely.
out of the culture that
Hmm.
I don't think existed in this
Right.
capacity
Right.
maybe 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You're right. Definitely. And to be honest with you, it didn't. Like I wasn't going to many lounges 10 years ago. You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Like I wasn't going. I was at home mostly. So and I wasn't meeting so many people. Um, Now through the social media, I'm able to meet and talk to different people that are involved in the lifestyle that I didn't even know. You know, I have friends that
Exactly.
that I've been knowing for years. I didn't even know they smoked cigars. You know, so
Right. Right.
which is good. You know, that we're able to come together and be able to put it out there, all of the different things that can come from just this one little stick of tobacco. And
Right.
people don't understand that it's that big. You know, they don't get it
Right.
when you tell them this is it's a lifestyle. It's really that big. They don't understand that, but you know, this is one of
Yeah.
our if you can see it, this is the infused box. Hold on, I'm covering the mic up. Hold on, I mean the camera.
That pecan praline done got you, huh?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
That's the infused box of cigars that we
Okay.
provide for people. So and that's all a part of the signature series that I told you about.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's just trying to grow, man. That's all, and that's my main goal right now. Just growing, becoming the biggest brand that I can
Yeah.
become, and maybe helping
Yeah.
other people along the way. You know.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about. Growing and bringing people with you. That's definitely what it's about.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
exactly why
Yep.
I do why I'm doing this here. So I can grow, but also so I can bring people with me so we can all grow together.
Mm.
You
Yep.
know. And again, I really appreciate you being on here and
No
sharing
problem.
your insight with
Anytime.
us. You know, I
Hmm.
really appreciate it. We're gonna get the whole crew on one day,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
but I really appreciate you.
No problem, man. No problem at all. Anytime.
Yes,
Anytime.
sir. And I
Anytime,
appreciate
bro.
all of y'all for watching and spending some time with us this evening. This is the Herfador. We're gonna smoke, we're gonna sip, and we're gonna fellowship.
There you go.
I will definitely be seeing y'all later on. Y'all have a good night.